Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is the June 22nd edition of the Carolina weather video. Let's mix things up a little bit today. I want to start off in the tropics and then we'll get into our weather in detail here. But let's start things off in the tropics. At the time I'm cutting this video, 5 o'clock hour on Tuesday morning, the 22nd of June, there is not a classified tropical system in the Atlantic Basin. But you notice there in the Caribbean Sea, the Hurricane Center has that moderate or medium probability of development highlighted there at the 50% threshold. And there's our current satellite imagery, again, at the time I'm cutting this video during the 5 a.m. hour. And nothing at all that's terribly organized, but we're watching this broad area thunderstorm activity, and a lot of the modeling does continue to develop this into a tropical system. A couple of the selected model plots here. I want to show you this. This is the GFDL model. This is all the way out at 126 hours in the future, so this is early in the morning on the 27th of June. And notice it has a hurricane out there in the north central Gulf at that point in time. Remember I discussed the Canadian and the European model with you yesterday. Let me show you what the Canadian's doing with the 0Z run today. This is out at 12Z Monday, 8 a.m. Monday morning, the 28th, next Monday. It brings that tropical system to the north central Gulf Coast, and then what's left of it brings some copious rains to Georgia and the Carolinas before it moves near the Atlantic coast from there. So at any rate, this is still in the kind of conjecture category, but it's interesting to note nonetheless. Nothing has developed, again, at the time I'm cutting this video, but a lot of the modeling continues to sniff something out from that area of disturbed weather down in the Caribbean Sea. So we could very well, relatively soon, have our first classified system of the Atlantic hurricane season, likely down there in the Caribbean Sea. So we'll see. Now let's get back to our weather. First of all, let's look at the storm reports from yesterday. All those blue dots, that's where there's wind damage, mainly the mountains, and some of that activity out into the foothills. In fact, had some wind damage in Surrey County, around Mount Airy, some trees down, also around Flat Rock. Had a pretty big complex of storms originating in the Midwest, then made that right-hand turn, and a couple storms held together out of the mountains there into the foothills. Piedmont was dry for the most part yesterday. This is the radar shot from 5:16 this morning, and there are, again, a couple complexes of storms up there in the Midwest. I think we need to keep an eye on this one, as that one could very well wind the bend and make the turn around the bend there and head down in our general area. This is the watch and warning advisory situation this morning. Severe thunderstorm watch in several spots there in the Midwest. All the pink and the peach shaded counties, whatever you want to call it here, those are all heat advisories. And we're talking dangerous heat levels in the Mississippi Valley and the plains, even in the eastern parts of Kentucky. And it's going to be hot enough around here. I think most of us up into the mid-90s for highs this afternoon. You factor in the humidity, and we'll see some heat indices over 100 degrees the next few afternoons. In terms of rain chances, I do think anybody is fair game across our region, even the Piedmont. See a few of those storms pop up this afternoon. They're going to be few and far between. But I do think today, tomorrow, and Thursday, we're looking at generally mid-90s for highs, maybe some upper 90s, and each of those days, today, tomorrow, and Thursday, there'll be the chance for a few late-day thunderstorms. And what storms do develop will likely produce some gusty winds and frequent lightning. Then on Friday, a little better chance for seeing a few of those afternoon thunderstorms as a weakening boundary drops in. So I think Friday and Saturday, a decent chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then as we get toward early next week, Sunday and Monday, at least a chance for a few storms. But keep in the back of your mind, we'll have to watch that possible tropical system to see if it might bring some of that moisture up our way. Now, way too early to determine that. So we'll see how that all plays out. And I wanted to show you this. This is the NAO, the North Atlantic Oscillation, and we're looking at dipping into the negative category right around the beginning of July here, so a week or so away. And we'll see if that comes to fruition. If it does, it could mean maybe it pushes some more comfortable air around here sometime next week. And of course, again, the tropical system will play some role in that as well, the possible tropical system. All right, so that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Stay cool. Check on those that don't have air conditioning. Make sure they have a chance to cool off as we go through this stretch of pretty hot June weather. All right, have a great day and God bless.